All right, guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun white trip sweep. Pros X go. On one. On one. Ready?
Hey.
What's going on, everyone? Cap24 here from HuddleGG. In today's video, we're going to show you a great cover 3 beater. Not only is this play going to go ahead and give you a one-play score over the top for an easy bomb play, it's also going to give you the opportunity to attack the meta where people are stacking their zone depths on the outside, particularly from 3-3-5 wide, and attack the user in two different places that's going to make it very difficult for them to defend. Now, if this is the first time checking out our channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Also hit that bell notification to make sure that you never miss any of our uploads. Now, this play comes out of Gun Spread, out of the Cleveland Browns playbook. It is in a couple others, but is definitely in Cleveland. And I wanted to highlight the Browns playbook because we are dropping our newest game plan later this week, featuring one of the best minds in Madden, a fellow YouTuber that I have the utmost respect for, someone that we've got to know each other a little bit over the last year on some projects we've worked together, and I'm really excited to have a collaboration with him and bring him to the HuddleGG website for the subs that are currently with us. Now, this is Deuce Close. If you guys don't know who Deuce Close is, I'm going to put a link in the description. He is definitely someone that you want to go check out, and hit that subscribe button to his YouTube channel right away. As you know, when Deuce puts out a video, it's something that you're going to learn something from, and a lot of times it's going to be something that you've never thought of because he really takes a deep dive in the game. And somebody that, like I said, I learned from, when he does the videos, and it's something that, I'm really excited to have him as part of the Huddle team to be able to bring this content to you. Now, in this game plan, he breaks down 5 different formations. It's he's got run plays, he's got plays that are going to be under center. He's going to have plays that are going to be in shotgun and spread. Kind of a nice array of plays to be able to really give you an offense that he's running currently online and that he's having a lot of success with. After reviewing it, I can definitely see he put a lot of time and effort into developing this, and I'm real excited for people to check it out. Now, I'm going to add a play to his game plan for a cover 3 beater, just to kind of do a YouTube video on it and show you kind of a bomb with this and kind of give you some different ways to attack cover 3. So the play is going to be halfback option. And what I like to do is make sure that I'm going to back this up. I'm going to put the running back to the short side of the field. So we want this to be on the right hash mark if you're playing without the play flipped. If you have the play flipped, then obviously you can have the running back to the left side. And what you're going to see is that we're going to attack this 3-3-5 meta in a spot that's really pretty nice for the cover 3 bomb, but also in other spots to make sure that we've got some other options. So we're going to put the Y on a curl. We're going to take the A and we're going to motion him over, and we're going to put him on a smart route and make sure that he settles. And this is the setup, okay? Now, if you don't want to send a 5th receiver out, you can always block your running back. But if you feel like you're comfortable sending a 5th receiver out, having that player on that route is going to help you with another option. If you see here, I've got the 3-3-5 out there. I'm just going to put the 2 outside linebackers on hard flats so you can kind of see it. And I'm going to put this linebacker on a hook curl just to make sure that you see that he's kind of covering a section. Okay. Now, I do have zone drops on. I'm going to show you that this works great against zone drops, and I'm going to show you where I'm going to take the zone drops off, and it's going to work equally as good, and it's going to kind of change up our ability to hit players. So the first thing I'm going to do is just show you the bomb. Okay. It's going to be this A receiver. Excellent route. When you smart route that route, his stem goes all the way to 10 yards, and then he has a nice unique angle that goes away from the free safety, and you're going to see how this is going to be a really nice option for you. And when people only send 3, you're going to see that this is just going to be an easy one-play score. There are some things going on here. The free safety does hesitate because of the way that this route combination does work, so it will work if you throw it early. If you wait a little bit longer, you're going to get a little bit more separation because that free safety is kind of getting manipulated down to the middle of the field. Now, I want to show you here again. Not only is this A going to get open, but we're going to start looking at other routes in case, say, maybe you get some instant block shed, or you don't want to go for the one-play score, that you have the ability to kind of look at some other options, okay? So the first option is if the user is not going to the left side of the field, what you're going to see is that this Y is going to be in a nice spot where you're going to be able to hit that curl basically just inside the numbers, and it's going to force the user to have to go to the left. Now, if the user goes and says, you know what, I got to take that away, what you're going to see here is that you're going to have the ability to hit the B as it goes across the field, because you're attacking basically inside the numbers on the right side and inside the numbers on the left, a pretty wide type of space for a user to cover both sides, right? So I'm going to do the same thing where I'm going to put these guys on underneath like this, and this time I'm going to show you here that we'll put this user on the curl route, right? So you see it goes over to the curl route. We're just going to simulate that there. And what you're going to notice here is that you've got two options. You can hit the RB right away if you want them there, or you can throw it to this player over the middle. It's kind of a high-low read depending on if they're putting extra zones on the field. You can see that I left the 3 rec on there. A lot of times people are going to change that 3 rec to a hook curl. I accidentally hooked the ball there. But if they send it to a hook curl so that they can cover the right side of the field, you're going to see that it's going to be a high-low. I'll show you what I mean like that. So this is kind of the max coverage look where they're putting the vert hook to the left, and then they're going to cover to the right? So something like this to where they're covering all this area and they're doing the vert hook. Well, the vert hook is going to do a good job of taking away the curl route. Now, remind you that we always have the bomb on the A. So if they're not covering the bomb, we can always take that. But now we got the high-low with the RB and the B, because the option route by the running back is going to stay roughly about 3 to 5 yards from the line of scrimmage, and then we've got that deep dig route going behind it, and it's going to put the user in conflict, right? So if they do maximum protection, we can go ahead and hit the RB, or we can hit this player. It's really it's a high-low. We're going to have to force them to make a decision on which player they want to cover. Now, if they take this out, I'm just going to reset my zones just by resetting this, and now they're in they're not in the zone depths, and they do something like this. What I want to show you here is that you can go ahead and run this the same way and get the one-play score, but also you've got the ability to hit this out route now. The reason why is because when we put that third receiver over to the left-hand side, you're taking that seam flat, you're essentially turning him into a curl flat. He's going to get a jam on his receiver, and we're going to be able to hit the X receiver once we, basically don't let the curl flat get to the sidelines. So I'll show you that here to get the jam, and now you're going to see how you're going to be able to hit that guy to the sidelines pretty easily, right? Now, if you go ahead and want to go, and I'm going to reset this to where, right now by resetting it, it's going to, change it up a little bit, but I want to make sure that you see it. I'm going to reset this. I'm going to put this guy over here and do the same thing to where now they're not playing zone depths. You're going to get that same ability. It's real simple. All you're doing right here is putting the curl route on the Y, smart route on the A, and moving them over. Pretty simple as far as the way it works. You're going to wait for this A to come across. You can see how we're just going to pass lead this away from the safety and get a nice big yards. So now I want to show you if you are playing somebody that's not doing any type of zone drops, right? Where their players are bailing out for spot coverage. They're going 20, 25 yards down the field. They leave them on their normal curl flats, and they're going to get a zone chuck on the number 2 receiver, and how that looks and what you should be looking for. So I'm just going to change this to 335, the cover 3 sky drop, okay? And what you're going to see is that the player that's above the Y, his responsibility is to make sure that the Y doesn't go vertical without a redirect, basically, okay? We're going to do the same exact setup, and we're going to move this A over. We're going to put him on the smart route. And what you're going to notice here is that because he gets his hands on Y, he's never going to recover enough in time to hit the X, okay? So what we're doing here is we're playing on the fact that our first read is if we feel like that they could potentially be in cover 3, is look, does the Y basically get zone chucked? If he does, then you really just want to, basically hit the X player on the break. So watch what happens here. See how he gets his hands on that player? And now we're going to be able to kind of throw that ball to the sidelines and get easy yards. Now I showed it to you where they're off coverage. I'm going to show it to you where they're on coverage here, where they're pressing. And we're going to do the same exact thing. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because the bomb play gets a little bit tighter when they're in this type of an alignment where they're just zone chucking, just because of the way that you're not really getting a free release down the field with Y. And it kind of changes the way that the center fielder will play because there's just not as many vertical threats right away, okay? So watch what happens here, and you can see that they're pressed. He gets the zone chuck, just on the break, hit that guy, and you're going to be good to go on that route when they do that. So that's really what I'm looking for when I'm running this play against cover 3 is, do I have the ability, and I'm just going to go ahead and protect the sticks here so you can see this, do I have the ability to see, does Y get a free release up the field? If he does, then I'm going to go proceed as follows. I'm going to go look for my one play score with the A receiver, and then I'm going to look at my check downs if I don't think I have a good opportunity of hitting the A. If he zone chucks the Y, I'm going to be looking at the X. Simple as that. So watch here, he bails out. We're a good spot. It looked like I had a little bit of an opportunity to where my guys weren't going to hold up. I was going to be able to, you know, basically check it down. That's the best part about this play is that it's not just, you know, putting all your eggs in one basket when it comes to being able to do that. You're going to have opportunities to, you know, do that no matter what, right? So here we go again. We'll show it to you here. You're going to see that the A is going to get open. Here's the player that you're really looking for, and we'll end on this one play score. So if you like this play and you really want to kind of build around, you know, a setup that I put together, you're going to love to see what Deuce Close put together with this offense. If you guys know him, and very, very smart when it comes to RPOs, to understanding run plays and where to run them, when you see a certain alignment of a defense, where to run the ball when it comes to flipping a play, motion. Like, he breaks it down in such a way that he really studies the game, you know, on a different level. I'm really good when it comes to, you know, creating route combinations and really being able to set up an offense to really, you know, be powerful. I'm not much of a runner, and it was really nice to see the thought that he puts into the run game. And if anything else, you definitely want to check that out with his RPOs and combine it with a lot of the other stuff on the site, and you're going to have an amazing offense, guys. Trust me. Check out his link in the description, and I definitely know that you're going to love his stuff. And even more so, once you check his stuff out, make sure you go ahead, head over to HuddleGG, $9.95 for everything on the site. So literally you can get his game plan plus everything else that we've done all year on, route combo Bible that you can put a lot of those stuff into the formations that he's seen, just to get you to the next level. And I know Madden's kind of dying at this point. A lot of people are coming off of it, but I tell you, this is the time to grind for next year, to learn more about the game, get comfortable with an offense, so that way you're going into Madden 22 with some fresh thoughts about how to play the game with a little less pressure, you know, because, you know, not anything to play for competitively or whatever the case is. So I appreciate you all, and we'll catch you on tomorrow's video.